Howdy, folks. Welcome back to Deck Check. It's us. We're back. Yippee! Yahoo!
Ooh.
Yow! Yip yip! I finished
Hooray.
watching all
Oh.
of Avatar, by the way, Ben. I'm now caught up.
Oh, wow.
I need to watch through Korra, but I've officially watched through all of original Avatar. I believe me.
Ready just in time for the magic set, I see.
Well, I can't. don't don't put that responsibility on me. Well, but I did see the new show, the 7th. Anyways, we're getting carried away. Howdy, folks. Welcome back to Deck Check. Benjamin Button and myself are here. We are back.
Hello.
Before we jump into the meat and potatoes of everything, just want to say thank you to all of our members for supporting us, handsome boys on the channel. We appreciate you all. For anyone who sees this when it goes live public after, when it goes public, when my brain ceased to work. When this video goes public, thank you for checking it out. Hopefully you guys enjoy this content. If you haven't already, you should subscribe. Check out the other content on our channel. We got loads of things there for you to watch. All kinds of stuff with all of us yapping, all of us boys on the team here. And you should check it all out and stick around, subscribe, and like the videos if you do like them. If you don't like them, then that's okay. I understand. I don't blame you. But yeah, I think that's all I got. Everything.
Yeah.
Let's just jump right in. It's been a minute. Let's just jump right in.
Do it.
Go ahead, Ben. It's Hunters.
Okay.
Okay.
The first list is Hunters. I thought you were... It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
It's okay.
First deck is Hunters. This was piloted by Teru Trickles over in the Philippines. Got first place at a DC1 tournament, going 7-1 with a pool of 42 tamers. So congratulations to you. I've been enjoying Hunters of late, so it's been nice to see it do well. I think this is a pretty interesting list. You know, the things that stand out to me, you know, just to go over some of the old stuff, right, is like you run your core rookies, you know, the Gumdra, the Psyche, and the BT21 Gumdra, I think, are always going to be essential rookies that you see running in. The Dracmon is always a good one or two of in most lists, mainly to help cycle your hand out if you are kind of stuck with a lot of tamers in hand, as you can commonly get with Hunters.
Yeah.
The level 4 lineup can get a little spicy here. So we've got 3 and 4 of the King version and Arrestor, which I think is pretty neat and also pretty standard. Just playing out tamers for free is always really good for Hunters. 2R for Digivolve, again, pretty standard. But the Wizardmon X, trashing top 2 cards of your deck when you Digivolve. Again, I think we talked about it off cam. I think it's just to help set up trash for like a cross-up play, for example, right?
Yeah.
When attacking, it's the same idea. Trash the top 2 cards of your deck. I think it's pretty... Like, I'll have to test it out to actually see it in action and see if, like, it comes up a lot for me. The fact that your rookies are all purple, again, kind of makes sense there. And then you also run the Aguni, which can pair pretty nicely with the BT21 Gumdra. Being able to just, like, tuck something underneath and gain some inheritables is also pretty good. Being able to Evo for a reduced cost into a BT21 Arrestor, again, is really strong. Because that card is just so good. Like, it's raid piercing big numbers, big guy is always really, really strong. And then the rest of the deck, I think, is pretty bread and butter Hunters, right? Like, your Tamer lineup, I think, is pretty standard there. Like, you run a split of the Yus and Taikis.
You know what I'm
The
realizing?
BT21 Tagiru is still really strong.
I wonder if that BT12 Wizard is actually just the BT12 Arrestor. And it's just the wrong card.
You know, that would make a lot more sense, because
Yeah,
I was like,
no
that is
rush.
one thing that stands
It has
out.
to
There's
be
no
that.
rush, which is a little bit weird.
You're seeing live action processing here, folks.
So yeah. So at the end of the day, maybe not so much of a crazy list, but I mean,
cool.
yeah, the Goonie is cool. The BT12 Arrestor absolutely makes a lot more sense in Wizard X. So thanks for catching that. Before people were like, "You dingus, what are you talking about?"
I mean,
But yeah, BT12 Arrestor for sure is by far the better level 4 there. So at the end of the day, I mean, I still think Hunters will always be a deck that is viable, right? Like, it's very consistent. You have a lot of draw power. You have a lot of toolboxy things that you can do with your top ends. The Darktra Ace is still a really good counter top end to run. And I think, again, the consistency part, I think, is huge for the deck. And I think it's why it'll always be a part of the meta. Now, does it have tough matchups? Absolutely. But I still think it's a strong deck. Like very, very capable. It's got hands.
Yeah, I agree. And if anybody tries to come down on Ben for the Wizard X thing, I'm the one who picked the lists. All right?
It's all good.
Blame me.
It's all
I
good.
put him in this situation. All right? I handed him the gun. Just so everyone's aware. All right. I'll get on Hunters. Ready to jump to the next one?
Yeah.
Let's
We can
do
go
it.
to the next one.
All right, next up, we have a Leopardmon list run by if2net6416. Got first place at a Tamer battle of 10 players, went 4-0, which is pretty good. It's pretty cool. Leopard got some really new tools, some really cool tools in the brand new Leopardmon Ace that I'll bring up in a minute. I know it's not in this list. We're assuming it's the 2 cards, and this one's not my fault. That's card meta's fault. So, put the 2 cards there. Anyways. But we see a lot of cool tools. We see a lot of really cool tools. So we see like pretty typical, like, well, some actually, you know what? No, it's not typical at all. For Leopard list, they typically ran a lot of like the beast lower end stuff with the support it got in 13. But we see here they're just opting to run pure plant bottom end, which I think makes a lot more sense. All these Palmon cards are very, very powerful. BT14 Pal in particular works really, really well with cards like Medieval Gallant and such.
Right.
And then of course we see Pal X in there to kind of help gain that memory as well for memory efficiency. Togemon help play Tamers. Toge X can still be a really, really good card as well to make something not unsuspend that you've most likely suspended. We do have multiple color Tamers in here, or well, 2 colors worth of Tamers in here rather. So Lilymon from the adventure stuff has some value there to bottom deck things. Lily Ace is a decent card. Lily X from 15 is still a pretty decent card as well. Just its biggest sin is that it's a plant. Or actually, it's not even, it's a fairy, but you know what I mean. It plays in plants. Anyways, but yeah, we see the Leopard top end. So Leopardmon Ace, I'll go over him last because I have to tab over to him. But we see, a lot of other cards here with the Leopard X from EX5, which is a really, really strong card. The old 13 Leopard's really good. We see some Medieval Gallant and Zafaga Ace plays in here as well, which makes a lot of sense. Zafaga Ace is a really strong card, especially in decks that have, multiple taking wide board. Medieval Gallant's obviously very, very powerful. And then we see some interesting stuff here with Examon Ace, which that's very curious.
I was not expecting that.
Yeah, I was not expecting it either. I don't really know how you would utilize that best, because I feel like you have to hard evo into it almost every time, because you can't. There's no blue level 6s in here, unless that's not Leopard Ace and that's a blue level 6 of some sort. But
right.
Otherwise,
I mean, in and of itself, though, it is a strong card.
It is a strong card.
It is. It's a costly Evo for sure, but it is strong. So maybe in that format or in that sort of pool,
something there.
It came up. It's good
Examon X, though,
removal.
does make
Got
a lot
every
of sense.
keyword. Yes.
It's a card that doesn't require DNA to get its effects.
Correct.
So you can just protoform into this guy for 5 and then just go crazy. Maybe the reason we're running Examon Ace at all is just to maybe just to as another variant way of getting into Examon when the mood is right. But yeah, so we see a lot of powerful top end tools there. I mean, BT1 Mimi's still just like one of the best green tamers in the game. It's really hard to replace her. Cool Boy is good with all the X-Antibody stuff we're running. Helps us find our protoforms, helps us gain memory. Obviously, we run trainings. Jade Memory Boosts are all really, really good. Just, good options for search here. And then to kind of go over Leopard Ace now. That's not Leopard. What the heck is that card doing there? Don't mind the jump scare Togemon. Sorry about that. Leopard Ace is a really, really strong new card. It's especially very good in Royal Knights with it being able to play with Mecha.
Yes.
But it has on play on Evo, can play at a 5,000 BP or lower Digimon card from hand without paying the cost. And then everything that's level 3 or higher gains blocker until opponent's turn end, which is really, really good. And then all turns once per turn when any of your other Digimon would leave the battle area, you gain 2 memory. So it basically just sets itself up to potentially just steal turn back, especially if you choke someone to 1. And being able to just help you wide board off of an Ace Evo is really, really nice, and give blocker and everything, because blocker timing comes after Ace timing, so you can instantly set up set up a small blocker to die and then steal turn back and do some really cool things. So it's a really, really strong card. Definitely helps deck out a lot, and it's just cool to see Leopard doing things. Leopard's a really cool Digimon. I want to see Leopard do more things. I want to see more of the Royal Knights just do stuff within their own archetypes, just in
I was
general.
about to say, yeah.
Because they're all very cool Digimon, and they deserve to all have their own standalone, like, strong decks. I hope we see some decent support for Craniumon, because I love Craniumon. I know it's probably not going to happen, but there's, I pray. Hands and knees. I get out, by the bedside every night, think about Craniumon, what he could do for me. So, yeah, that's it for Leopard. Just really cool to see the deck doing things. It's nice that they got a top somewhere. I hope we see more of it. And, yeah, it's just, we also could just use some more green decks in the format too, I think. We don't really have too many. We have like
For sure.
Zafaga, Tyrant, and Plants. And those are like the 3 green decks that exist, and nothing else. If there is something else, I don't remember it.
Right.
So that's it for that. We'll jump to the next.
Next list is Galaxy. Piloted by Mako over in JP. Got first place at a Tamer battle, so congratulations. I've been having a lot of fun playing Galaxy again. I go back and forth with the sort of semi-toolbox variant that I think Galaxy has become over the past couple of metas versus going back to the roots of like traditional pure Galaxy. Mako did decide to go back to the traditional Galaxy build, and it's been doing well. Like, we've seen it top like at various Tamer battles over in Asia. We've seen it do well like in Eagle's Nest too. Mainly because the new pieces, I think, synergize very well with the pure Galaxy build. The level 4 Lekis and the level 5 Crescimon giving your stack protections is really, really nice. And when you pair that with your top end cards just sticking on the board, like, just that extra turn is really, really huge for Galaxy. Not just from an aggression standpoint, but also being able to say, look, I'm going to keep my level 6 on the board, whether it's an Apollo Ace, or a Diana, and utilize this Tamer in EX5, Sayo, and Co., which a lot of folks are calling to be banned because of the infinite loop potential that this card sort of brings
Constantly
with
keeps
it,
presenting.
right? Yeah. The fact that, we've seen it with like random hybrid stuff that keeps turn. We've seen it, I think, in the past with, I think it was, I forget what it was, but it was like one of the first things that was like pair banned in Bandai for Digimon.
It was an emergency ban because it was a very easy loop that got found that had to do with Mirage.
Yeah.
Gaining memory.
But essentially, you basically can have a Sayo and Co set up, start of your opponent's turn. You can spit out like an Apollo Ace, for example, right? Then DNA Evo into a Grace Nova, and then potentially steal turn if you have an Ace card on your opponent's side of the field. But most of the times you end up just board wiping, and your opponent's just being like, well, I got nothing, and then Apollo or Grace Nova next turn is able to swing for multiple checks, restand, swing again, and do some crazy things. So I think it's a really powerful engine still, and the new pieces, like I said, the Lekis and the Cresse are absolute bangers for the deck. And I think the Dianamon is an absolute, key level 4. Like, it's nice that we have an in-archetype Galaxy level 6 that is actually really strong as well, and that costs 3 to Evo, which I think is the biggest part of the puzzle.
Sure.
And then last but not least, the Sayo Tamer. Again, just being able to recur stuff, being able to Evo from trash for a reduced cost, synergizes very well with like a Cresse swing going into either Diana or an Apollo. And it's just another Tamer that you can play off of the new Lekismon that we have. So I think it's a really, really strong deck.
Sorry, you're chopping a little bit. So folks at home, just that's not an editing thing. That's probably a Discord thing.
Oh, where did I get? Where did I get chopped off?
You can still hear everything you said. Basically, it was just like.
Oh, sure. Okay. But basically, I was just saying, like, Sayo is really good for that recursion, being able to evo from trash, and having an extra target off of Lekis. I tried to keep this a little quick, mainly just because there isn't a lot to highlight outside of the new stuff. We've done a deck profile on it already, but it's neat to see, like, a traditional Galaxy build, for sure.
Cool to see people playing Grace Nova. As the Lord intended. As Lord Bandai.
That's why I got them SPs ready to go.
Yeah, I love Grace Novamon. I hope we get a new one with 24 or something that just makes it more viable to run just pure Galaxy rather than the toolbox stuff. But we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
All right, jumping on to our final list. It's Diaboro time, baby. The devil himself has come knocking at your door. He didn't go down to Georgia like you thought he did. Yeah, so this is Diaboro, run by Clockwork Games. I got it first place at a Tamer battle. I have to assume author's name is not Clockwork Games because the host was Clockwork Games, so I guess they just didn't have the actual authors listed. Anyways,
Sure.
it's a cool list. It's a really, really cool list. Diaboro recently just got a huge wave of support with BT22, getting a whole new line for Diaboromon and a bunch of very powerful new cards just in general. So I'm not going to go over the old stuff too much. We see that some of just the best Caramons in slot here. The new Caramon that we got from 22 that, reveals top 3, adds an errata and an unidentified or CS trait card among the hand, returns rest upon the deck is really, really good. And then the all turns effect, to when it would leave, when it has Diaboro attacks and would leave the battle area, you can delete a Diaboro to give yourself protection. Just having that sort of like scapegoat for Diaboro specifically is really, really good. Super scapegoat, super decoy is really, really nice. The old Cursaris that we see just a lot of the better ones here. None of the memory gain one for that I think is BT. Which one is it? BT4, BT3? I don't remember. It's one of the older ones. But I didn't be the promo. I can't remember. But anyways, that Kursari is not present. But still have the Rush one here that lets you play out erratas. The brand new Kursari lets us play out errata as well. Is really, really nice. It's just a straight up power creep on the BT5 variant. It has the same inherit as the new Kara. Inframons, we see the EX6 and the BT17 ones that are really, really powerful. Along with the brand new Inframon that's also very, very good, that lets you pop something with a play cost 5 or less, and then if you have errata or either Atom in play, your opponent's effects can't reduce this Digimon's DP or return it to hand or dex until the turn ends, which were typically our biggest weaknesses were DP reduction more than anything else.
Right.
And then bouncing, it was rough, but we still had enough wide board to get around it typically, but it's another good protection to have for the turn. No Digivolve protection, but I think that would be a little bit too strong if it had that as well. And then really good inherit of when any of your Digimon with the unidentified trait are deleted, you can play a Diaboromon token, which is really, really good. We see Diaboro Ace in there. EX6 Diaboro is still probably like our majority best slot Diaboro for at least for helping all of our tokens kind of come online.
Right.
But the brand new Diaboro is nothing to scoff at. It's a very, very powerful card. Having Alliance inherently on Evo and on attack, not once per turn to play a token is just really, really, really good. It's being able just to get 2 tokens on board off of him alone. Not to mention you can pair it with the old BT5 Errata to get even more tokens when on Evo to suspend him and then put out more tokens. It's just really, really good. It's strong. You can just get so many tokens on board very, very quickly. And then all turns when any of your other Digimon with the unidentified trait are played, you can delete something. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest play cost, which works really well because like our Inframons can spit out Diaboro tokens during our opponent's turn potentially, if they pop one of our tokens or something else on the board. So you have a lot of different utilities you can use to do a lot of really cool things. Like you can even proc it off of your protections that Kurosari and Caramon offer. And then last card of the list is the new Errata, who's just really strong. Memory setter, which having an in archetype memory setter is very, very good for the deck. And then the opponent's turn effect to redirect into something with the unidentified trait by suspending the tamer is really good. Just means that you don't necessarily have to have like blocker on anything, right? So you're not reliant on EX6 Diaboro necessarily to give blocker to everything, or constantly giving everything blocker. You can use the errata to just redirect attack targets into tokens and stuff like that to keep yourself safe as well. So lots of powerful new tools. The new Sumimon as well is really, really strong. Sorry, I should have talked about that first. Just the extra draw can really, really help because you spit things out pretty freely. And it's just fun. Diaboro is a really cool Digimon. It's a really cool deck. I hope we get Diaboromon X soon-ish, because I'm sure that card will be insane, and I really want to see it.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's fun. I'm gonna put together my own. I'm gonna update my own Diaboromon deck eventually. I think I still haven't put it together somewhere. I have to find it. But it's really, really cool, and it's fun to see. And it just give us more good decks to play around in the meta with, just to help give us some diversity. It's fun to have.
Or give us a ban list.
Ban list to help even things out would also be nice too. I think we kind of need that. But yeah, that's gonna be it. That's everything we got for you guys this week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the decks we picked out. Again, if you have ideas for what you want to see, what you want us to talk about, go ahead and drop that in the comment section down below. Let us know. Talk to us in the Discord. We'll take that too. We're trying to always keep things fresh and go over lists that we haven't talked about too much or haven't talked about at all. We try and keep an eye on the meta to see what's recently topped that's a little bit out of the ordinary. And it's fun. It's fun to do. We like talking about these decks, and it's cool to go over some really interesting lists and ideas that the community comes up with. So, yeah.
Yes, sir.
So that's gonna be it for us. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll let Ben say the line.
Yeah, hopefully we catch you on that flippy flip. Bye bye.